Good morning students. So today we will discuss our next chapter, the chapter 3, classification of elements and periodicity in properties. So in this chapter we have that the elements where they will be situated in a periodic table, in which group and which period they are situated, and according their order, that group wise or period wise or according to their situation, we can say in which direction the periodic property will go. So we can see that our next, let's recall and revise law of trials. Some law it will be followed, that according to the law of trials, elements were placed in a group of 3 and they were called trials. So they were placed in increasing order of atomic masses. So firstly it was thinking that with increasing order of atomic masses, the elements should be placed in the periodic table. So increasing order of atomic masses means, suppose that elements having the atomic mass 16 and elements having atomic mass 18. So first 16 it will come, after 18 atomic mass element it will come. So just like that way they will follow this kind of periodic table. Next we are coming to Newland's law of octave. Newland's law of octave, that 8 elements should be placed in increasing order of their atomic weights, and it was noted that every 8th element had properties similar to the first element. So number of 8 elements, they will have the same kind of property similar to the first one element group, first group of the elements. So elements will be situated like that way. So in case of Dobereiner tiles, first lithium it will come, after that sodium, after that potassium it will come, calcium, strontium, barium, chlorine, bromine, iodine. But according to Dobereiner tiles, as it has not given the whole concept of all the elements, that is why next concept, next law it will come. Because in this, according to this concept, if we go through the atomic weight of the elements, and if we put the elements according to their or increasing their atomic mass, then they will follow this order. But it will not be applicable for all the elements. So for that reason, after that Newland octaves will be followed. So we have like our notes like Sare Gama Pada Nisha. So like that way, that 7 notes are there, and Sare Gama Pada Nisha, that 8 notes are there. So first one is Sa and the last one is Sa. So according to that way, the element will have the same kind of property like the first one and the 8th number of element. So H, after that lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen is the 7th, then fluorine is the 8th element, again fluorine it will come in the first row. So by that way they will be situated, but it will not be followed, because for all the elements, because some of the cases, some exception part it is there, that it is seen that the elements they are not following the same kind of properties, they are not containing the same kind of thing. So that is why in somewhere it is having some limitation. And next and most important, that Mendeleev periodic law it will come. And the properties of the elements are periodic function of their atomic weights. Mendeleev periodic table, the elements should be situated according to their group and period by their atomic weights. Okay. So Mendeleev arranged the element in horizontal row and vertical column of a table in order of increasing atomic weight in such way that the elements with similar properties occupied the same vertical column or group. So elements which will have the similar kind of properties, they will must be present according to a vertical column that is called group. Okay, and left to right he had created some tables, vertical column, that they will be considered as period. But when some of the elements they are present in a same group, it is indicating that their property should be same. Okay, so next Mendeleev left gaps under silicon and aluminium, and those were known as Eka aluminium and Eka silicon. This is the limitation of Mendeleev periodic table, that silicon and aluminium here not given any position. So after discovering the silicon and aluminium, then it will be situated in that particular gap. Okay, and those were that silicon and aluminium, they were known as Eka silicon and Eka aluminium respectively. Later it was discovered that Eka aluminium had properties similar to the gallium and Eka silicon had properties similar to the germanium. So aluminium, it is present in group 3. So Eka aluminium, it is present where in group 3, because gallium it is present in that group, and in the group similar kind of property should be present for the element. So for that Eka aluminium, that is called aluminium, it is situated with gallium, and silicon they will be situated, the element is situated with germanium. So according, then after Mendeleev periodic table, again it will come the modern periodic table, and it is the last law of the periodic table till now. So according to modern periodic table, the physical and chemical properties of the elements are periodic function of their atomic number. So according to their atomic number of the elements should be situated. So how? According to Mendeleev periodic table, 8 groups and 7 periods, they all are okay, no problem, it is there. We'll put the elements like that way, but according to their atomic number, here we have discussed the elements, we have given the position according to their atomic weight, but according to modern periodic table law, given the position according to that according to their atomic number. So this is the picture in which the groups and periods, it is showing that the groups are, they are the groups, left to right they all are the groups. Okay, so 8 groups are there. So 8 groups according to the atomic number. First hydrogen, after that helium, it will come, helium will come to the last group, because it is having inert gas configuration, and inert gas group, that is group 8, number 18. It will actually, according to Mendeleev periodic table, 8A, 8B, 7A, 7B, just like this kind of section has been given. But according to modern periodic table, we will write up to 18 group. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 18 groups we will write, and the periods number is 7. Okay, so in the 18 number of groups, that inert gas, all the inert gases are present because they have same kind of chemical properties, as well as if we go through according to their atomic number, so up to 8th number of element, neon it will come in the last group. Okay, so by this way they are situated like that. So it is divided like some of the block of the elements, because they will have the different kind of configuration. If the outermost cell or valence cell electron, if it is present in that s orbital, then they are called the s block elements. If the valence electron, it is present in p orbital, then it is called the p block element, and when the valence electron, it is present in d orbital, it is called the d block element, and when it is present f orbital, it is called the a block elements. Okay. So next we can see division of the periodic table, that s block elements. Okay, that s block elements, they are having the electronic configuration, the general electronic configuration either ns1 or ns2. N means the number of the orbital in the cell in which the electron it is situated. If n equals to 1, that means 1s1, n equals to 2, n 2s1, 3s1, 4s1, 5s1, 6s1, they all are called the s block elements, as the last electron or outermost electron, it is present in the s orbital. Okay, got it. So in case of alkali metal, generally the group 1 element, suppose in group 1 element, the first element lithium, if we say, so lithium has electronic configuration 1s2, lithium has electronic configuration 1s2, 2s1. After that, sodium, it will come 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. After that, potassium, it will come argon 4s1. So last electron, they are present in every alkali metal. Why they are called the alkali metal? Because they can form alkalis when they will be dissolved in water. So in case of alkali metals, the last electron will be present in the S cell, S subcell. Okay, so whatever it will be, that lithium, sodium, potassium, rubium, cesium, francium, they all are situated in the last electrons are situated in the s orbital. So that is why they are called the alkali metals, as well as their valency is also 1. Because it's in case of, if sodium atom, we can see that is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. So if sodium will lose 1 electron, then it will get the nearest electronic configuration of neon, that is very stable configuration. So sodium has tendency, or any of the alkali metal, they have tendency to release its that outermost cell electron, that they can get the nearest noble gas stable configuration. So that is why it is called the metallic character, to lose the tendency to lose the electron, it is metallic character, and they are considered to be as metal. And why they are alkali metals? Because they are forming bases or alkalis in presence of water. So I think all of you can understand up to that. And again in case of group 2 element, that alkaline earth metal, group 2 element, for group 2 element it is present that beryllium, magnesium, calcium. Why? Because in case of beryllium, if we see the electronic configuration of beryllium, then we can see helium electronic configuration. After that it will come 2s2. Magnesium neon configuration, after that it will come 3s2. Calcium argon configuration, after that it will come 4s2. First of all, they are situated in group 2 element, as the number of electrons in the valence cell for each of the element it is 2, and in which period they will be situated, it will be indicated by the principal quantum number, that is the cell number. Suppose in case of beryllium, as the principal quantum number is 2 in the valence cell, so beryllium will be present at the second period. Magnesium, it will be present in the third period. Calcium, it will be present in the fourth period, and they all have the same number of the outermost electron, that is 2, and they are present in group 2. Okay, so they will have the tendency to remove the electron, they will have the tendency to remove the 2 electron from its valence cell, and they will get the nearest noble gas configuration. So of course they will have the metallic character like the alkali metals, but they are called the alkaline earth metal. They cannot form strong bases with the addition of the water, and obviously Na plus it will create that when Na plus it will be formed, it will be more stable than of course the Mg2 plus, because Na plus it will have the more tendency to get ionized than Mg, as in case of alkaline earth metal all the s orbital are completely filled, so it is already having more stable configuration rather than alkali metals. Alkali metals, they are having incompletely or partially filled s orbital, so that is why they will have the more tendency for, in case of group 1, to remove the electron rather than group 2. Okay. So this is the reason, and in case of p block element, group 13 to 18, all they are p block elements, because in the p cell maximum 6 electrons can be present. Okay. Any kind of p cell, 2s, 2p, that 2p, 3p, 4p, any kind of p cell, they will have the maximum 6 electron. So in case of group 13 one means the outermost cell, it will contain at least 3 electron. So we can give on that outermost cell electronic configuration of group 13, NS2, NP1, this is for group 13, because 3 electrons are present in the outermost cell. If NS2, NP2, then total 4 electrons are present in the outermost cell, so that time 14 is the group number, and in the first 13 is the group number. If it will be 5, then 15 will be the group number, like that way it will be considered. So up to 18 it will come p block elements. Okay. So aluminium, suppose aluminium electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, aluminium electronic configuration, it is having 13 atomic number, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p1. So period number, it is 3 due to it is present in the principal quantum number 3, and total number of electrons in the valence shell, it is 3 according to modern periodic table, 3 plus 10. So group number is 13. Okay. So 13 to 18, suppose 18 group number, we have an element neon. Neon is having electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. So last 6 electron, they are present in p block, p orbital. So that is why it is considered as p block elements. So by this way we can divide them as s block, p block elements. Okay. Next is d block. D block electronic configuration, general electronic configuration, it is that. Suppose 3d1, 3d2, 3d3, 3d4, scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, copper, zinc, each and every element that are containing d orbital, or we can say that this is the general electronic configuration of the d orbital. If they will follow, obviously they will be d block elements. So their properties, they can show the catalytic properties, they can form the different color of ions, and they can show the paramagnetic properties, and also they can form the complexes. Okay. They have the tendency to form the complexes. Which kind of complexes? Different kind of complexes they can form by the coordinate bond. Okay. Because suppose if we see in case of iron can form different kind of potassium ferrocyanide. So many complexes they are having. So iron, it is suppose if we see the electronic configuration of iron atom. So iron, it is having the atomic number 26. So electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d6, 4s2. Okay. So d, that means n minus 1 into d, this is n minus 1, d 1 to 10 if it is there, and n is 1 or 2 if it is there. So that means it is called the d block elements. Okay. So iron is obviously it is a d block element. So d block elements having this kind of properties, and they are also called the transition metal. So I am coming to next, and the last F block elements, they are having this kind of general formula. They will have the F orbital. F orbital, if it will contain 1 to 14, it will be 14, okay, because F orbital can contain maximum 14 electron. It is having the capacity maximum 14 because if it is having the 7 orbital. 7 orbital each, and every orbital if they can contain 2 electrons, so 7 into 2, so total number of 14. So if any of F electron it is present in an electronic configuration of any of the atom, and it is called the inner transition metal, as well as they are called the F block elements, okay. So elements which is in which the F is either completely filled or incompletely filled, and generally they are radioactive in nature, okay. They will have the they will be situated and they will be called as the F block elements. So I think all of you can understand up to that. So next, in our next class we will continue our next topic in this chapter. So thank you, have a nice day.